Every time you see anything prosperous, it means there is somebody behind it. And that's why today I've made a visit to this home. It belongs to the current MCA Sidindi ward. John Apodo is the mastermind or the guy behind the commencement and success of Simerro Mixed Secondary School.
My name is John Apodo. Apodo is the current MCA Sidindi ward. But basically, today we want to talk about the starting of Simerro Secondary School. When we sat down as a community, we had a committee called Rangala Sub-Location Development Committee, and in the committee we were tasked with looking into various developments for the ward, starting from the sub-location. Then we came to realize that we are having a very big challenge with the girl child education, possibly because the only day school that was around is Simerro Secondary School, and which was so far. So we had a challenge, or challenges with the distance where the school is. So we sat down as the development committee of the sub-location and came with an agreement that we start a nearby mixed day school. The reason was that the schools within the area, that is Rangala Boys Secondary School and Rangala Girls High School, both of them are boarding schools and didn't have chance for the less fortunate families that can only take pupils or students to day schools. So we sat down and decided that it's better we start a day school around. We named it under the name Simerro, which is a village name. Where it is located is Simerro village, but it's the place where we had a chance to start a school, so we named it under the current, the then primary school called Simerro Primary School. The challenges that we were seeing that forced us to start a school was that many dropouts or girl child dropouts from Simerro Secondary School was a case of early pregnancy. So we sat down and decided, why is it that the people from our end are the ones dropping out from school, and the main reason is no school fees, is early pregnancy. Then we came to realize that being the distance is too long, the girls are vulnerable, and now they were asking for accommodation by the boda riders and other users of transport, so that in turn they were now at a risk of doing unprotected and untimed sex as students. So we sat down and started the Simerro Secondary School. It was a challenge because when we start down and start a school, many people believe it could not work, because in the year 2014, when we started the school, we had only a registration of 21 students. There were challenges, because you know the challenges that a new school has is that people don't believe it will work. People term is as a local school that cannot perform. So people term it as a school that should only enroll those who have failed in class 8. But we encouraged the mother school, which was Simerro Primary School, to give us students. We marketed the school, and I'm happy that as we sit here today, the school is one of the best day schools in Simerro County. In our first year, we had 21 students, and up to now, the population is approximately 900 students. We are having challenges, but I want also to thank the local leadership, starting from the area MP, for giving us a helping hand. We have worked out most of the infrastructure in school has been built by funds from NGCDF. We also have friends from Hongera, Holland, and Harambee, Holland, and Hongera, Kenya, that help us build an administration block and a classroom. We are also in agreement with them that if possible they can still do as other classes, which we have not reached into agreement, but we are persuading them. The school is doing well, and currently we are a first-team registered school, and we are continuing to work together with the community, and currently we have purchased a land to enable school expand. We don't have enough land, but God willingly, we know the community around, as they have done. One of the family has agreed to help us and achieve land from them at a cost. We will still work together with the other community neighbors, that if in agreement, they also agree to sell us land willingly, not forcefully. We have only one principal, who is the first and the current principal at Simerro Secondary School. And before I say who is the current and the first principal of Simerro Secondary School, I want to say how we reached into a conclusion of getting the principal of Simerro Secondary School. I, as one of the founder and the first treasurer when the school was being started, we went through challenges. And as a local person, I know the reason why we started a day school, and I know how poverty has stricken the area where the school is situated, but at the same time we want the students to go to school. So when we were given the opportunity as the first committee which was running the school to give out application, so that we were given the first opportunity to identify who would be the first principal of Simerro Secondary School. We were to go out and find out of the applicants who is suitable to be the first principal of Simerro Secondary School. We went around, we interviewed many people in regard to know who the applicants are. We had even friends of mine who applied to be the first principal of the Simerro Secondary School. And because we knew what we wanted at Simerro Secondary School, we were to go not for those people that we know, but those people that we know their background and know that will really help Simerro Secondary School achieve its goal. So out of the 7 applicants, we went for Mr. Paul Jera Oduor to be our first principal of Simerro Secondary School. I want to say here that Mr. Jera has run the school very well. And we, as the board of the Simerro Secondary School, I'm lucky to have been in the board, in both of the boards. This is now my 3rd time to be in that board. And we agreed as a team, the principal of Simerro Secondary School, the board of management, and parents association, that we want to give time for Mr. Oduor Jera to run the school successfully. So we are not petty. We do our work, and the principal do his work. One of the reasons why the school has overgrown, because it is much far better than its age mates. All those schools that they were started at a time, we are far much ahead of them. The reason is that we have devised ways of collecting school fees. One of the reasons is that we are not strictly, or we are not only taking money. Even if the parent has vegetable, we will talk to the school, and they give the parent a day to bring his or her vegetables. We invoice the supply, and we take to the school. Even if you have firewood, we will look that if you brought a firewood worth even 9,000 as a canter, for example, and you are in need of some cash, we will help you pay the transport to the vehicle, give you some cash if you want, and the rest we take to the school account for school fees. We have also given the principal time to select those who are being sent home. We just don't send students back home for school fees. We work tirelessly, and currently, because I'm the area MCA, I'm the mother of all schools in Sidindi Ward, or father of all schools in Sidindi Ward. But particularly when I was still in charge of Simerro Secondary School, we look always all manners of getting money through donor, through bursaries, through well-wishers, so that even if a child has finished paying school fees, we can transfer the little amount, even if it is 500 or 1,000, to another needy student, so that the needy student cannot be sent home and the donor has bring money and paid to a student that is now in surplus. So that's why we always keep our students in school, and we only send students back home if we can now not move. But if we have even an inch to move without sending students back to home for money, we will do that. And I want to thank God for giving us Mr. Paul Jera to be the first principal of Simerro Secondary School. We are at the success where we are now because of the good board, the good principal, and particularly the good cooperation between the school management and the board and the community. Me, as one of the pioneers who started Simerro Secondary School, I wish Simerro well. And the next 5 or 10 years, I would like to see Simerro grow to greater heights. Even if it will come to be a 10-stream day school, I would really be happy. But I want to say my mind. I'm not wishing for Simerro Secondary School to be a boarding school. That's my main wish. Because the reason why we started Simerro Secondary School was because the boarding schools around us didn't give us time to educate our pupils. And I know very well, it can start with a good reason that we will have day and boarding. And I have a long experience because I'm a homegrown. We had Rangala Boys as a day school, that it then developed to a day and boarding school. It then swept away the scholars and remained as a boarding school, which can now not accommodate the little fortunate pupils or students of the Rangala sublocation and its environs. So my wish is not that we take Simerro to a secondary school, even if it grows to 10-stream day school, so be it. But I don't wish Simerro Secondary School to be a boarding school, not because I don't want development, but because it will deny opportunity to the local people that made us start the school when they were really troubled on where to go to school.
Exactly. Now, that is the explanation of what it took Simerro Secondary School to come to existence. Something funny is, there are no hopes to make this school move to a height of being compared or being graduating from day school to boarding school, according to the explanations that we have just gotten.
Before official registration of the school, we really had a very big challenge because we were only having BOM teachers that were supposed to be paid from the collection that were being made by the transition committee that started the school. Being the treasurer of the committee, I really had a big challenge because when we sent pupils back or students back to go and collect school fees, it was not an easy task. They would stay at home as long as they could, and it forced us to go back to the village and look for the students to come back to school. One of the challenges was that the parents or the villagers did not believe that even a Simerro Secondary School that was just started yesterday could send students back home for school fees, and they don't even have principal, they don't have even BASA, they don't have even government employed teachers. So we had a very big challenge. So we devised a method of collecting school fees, so we would not send back students back home because they would not come back. So we devised a method of calling parents at school. We talk with them politely so that they can bring the little that they can get, even if it is 50 shillings, 100 shillings, any amount of money. So in that event, there was a very big challenge because now the parents could pay money at their pace. Others didn't pay, but we wanted a school to grow. So it forced us to go back to our pockets. The starting committee or the steering committee of the school went back to their pockets until they were now tired. The school was almost collapsing. So me, as the treasurer of the steering committee, and because I had a shop and a hardware, I decided now to go back home. When the funds are at their knees, I could go back home and take my beans, my maize from the store, and even rice from the shop, so that we can keep the students in school. And at the same time, we had challenges when it reached end month because we have 2 casual workers and 5 BOM teachers. So I could went as far as going back to my stock so that at least at every end month, every teacher could go home with something, even if it is not enough, so that we have hopes that in the next month we still have teachers in school. So I want to say that starting a school like Simerro Secondary School to reach its success where it is now, it was not a joke. But we, the steering committee, also thank the steering committee because they also gave what they had. Only that I didn't like failure, so I had to go deep into my pockets to talk to the villagers, well-wishers, who could help us build school, collect money. If you call for Arambe, people don't come because Simerro couldn't pick up as a secondary school, nobody believed. But with God's blessings, we hoped that we will reach somewhere, and here now we are. The only challenge, but I thank God, because by that time I would not even hope that I would be the area MCA. My shop collapsed because of Simerro Secondary School, but I didn't cry now because God also is a God who is saying He has paid me in another way. Because I can say that even in the assembly where we are, people are narrating how they have used millions of shillings, but I can't say myself that I used a lot of money. I think the humility and also the blessings from those whom I helped with God saw me help Simerro Secondary School and other schools because I like education, and I would like to tell people that whenever you are or wherever you are, if you are in a position, please help those who cannot go to school so that they can get education. Education is only wealth that you can give a child, because if you give him a car or a land, he can sell, but education they cannot sell.
Straight away from here, we are now going to Simerro Secondary School to see exactly what is transpiring there in terms of its development and growth. Fourth day of May 2022, a very important day in the academic calendar where Form 1 hopefuls are getting admitted into various schools. At Simerro Secondary School, behind me is the administration block where this exercise is taking course.
My name is Alice Atieno, the master of Simerro Secondary School. The challenge that we are facing today during admission of Form 1 is that the number is high. There are so many parents who have come to admit the students, so that is the challenge that we are facing today. If we compare today's admission with the previous years, is that today the parents have come in large numbers as compared to the previous year. So we are expecting to admit very many students as compared to the previous years.
I'm Madam Joyce Alwatch, a teacher of English and Literature in this school. This is the admissions desk. I was in charge of issuing admission numbers, and this year the boys, we've recorded a higher number of boys than the girls compared to last year. During the registration process, we had a challenge. Most parents were not carrying the required documents, but at least a number of them came with the documents. The process was good because most students came for registration, though it was a bit tiresome because we received a higher number of boys and girls, and everything was good.
Morina Wino na nimeleta sister yangu hapa Simerro High School. The process nimeenda low because the population imekuwa high sana. So the reason why nimemleta hapa is because aliitwa na pia tumesikia this school has been performing well. I expect my sister to perform well, at least to have B- and above, and at least to succeed on her dream of becoming a nurse.
My name is Mary Anyango. I come from Simerro Primary School. I did my class 8 last year and I'm here to join Form 1. And in future, I would like to be a police officer. And I would like to urge my fellow students that they should work hard to excel. I chose to come to Simerro because it is the nearest school near our home that I can go and come back, and my parents did not have that money to take me to a boarding school. Now that I was called in Nyawara Girls, my parents had no money to take me there, so they just decided to bring me here. And even if someone is studying maybe in Alliance or any other schools, and someone is studying in a school like Simerro, you can get that someone studying in a school like Simerro can defeat that one that is studying in Alliance. And I'm here to defeat those who went to boarding schools.
My name is Naomi Mwajuma from Form 4 White. We are very happy today because this is the year we've admitted a bigger number of Form 1s. So my message to them is that they work hard and do what brought them to school. They don't be in bad groups, so they just do what brought them to school.
So in this noble process of admitting Form 1's academics year 2022, I am privileged to meet one of the pioneers, those who admitted the very first people in the school when the school was starting. I want him to tell us some of the rough roads they went through as the first people who did the first KCSE exams. So welcome, brother. Could you kindly tell us your name and some of the rough roads you went through to be successful or to make the school be what it is today?
Thank you, Mr. Brian. First and foremost, my name is Buko Kechonyango. The school started in 2014. The school started in 2014. We started Form 1 when we were 3 boys and 9 girls. While we were in primary, our first principal was Madam Florence. She was a primary headmaster teacher. Then in 2015, Mr. Jera came in. So he was the one who led us up to 2017. Though the school was not good enough, bad enough, coming to November, we did our exams. We were 22.
How many managed to go to the university?
So far,
Your year?
yeah, our year in 2017, we had only one student.
One student went?
One student. In fact, she was a girl. She had a C+.
A C+. So the school posted one student to the university.
Yes.
The first time the school did KCSE exams.
Yes, in 2017.
That was 2017.
Yeah.
Comparing the leadership of Madam Florence and Mr. Jeras, remember, bearing in mind that Madam Florence was then head teacher of the primary. And also trying to manage
the
the high school part.
So far, by then, in 2014, the facilities were not enough. So Madam Florence was trying to ask the parents if they can manage to assist the student.
As one of the pioneers of the school, what message do you have for the current students of actually St. Albert's Secondary School?
For the students who are now going to sit for the KCSE, all those who are in Form 3, Form 2 and Form 1, the only message I can give them is that they put more effort on their studies and also work hard to see their future, what is coming on. That's the only thing.
And then maybe finally, can you tell us what are you today? What course did you pursue? Which kind of maybe activities do you do today to earn your daily living?
I'm now doing my agriculture.
You are now pursuing agriculture. Okay, fine, thank you. One of these good days I'll pay a visit to your farm so that I see the kind of things you do.
Thank you very much.
HOD Mathematics, and this is the Maths Department, comprising of 8 teachers who work as a team to ensure that learners get what they deserve. As a department, we lack some of the mathematical resources that we can use to expound on some mathematical concepts. And again, we are fighting the attitude of learners. Basically, you know that most of the learners have negative attitudes towards mathematics, and that's a very big challenge that we are fighting to ensure that learners treat mathematics just like other subjects. We are improving. All the consecutive years we've been having positive deviation, and that is our goal. Remember, our entries now increasing, and we have to put more efforts and more mechanisms to ensure that we still maintain a positive deviation. So we are striving and working so hard to ensure that the positive deviation is not a 0 point, but is now a whole number.
Thanks for this opportunity. I am Mr. Matthew Okelo, a teacher at Simerro Mixed Secondary School. I teach English, literature, and CRE. I've been in this school since 2016 to date, having served in different capacities. Currently, I am in charge of the quality assurance and standards in the school. I'm also in charge of the general school programs. I'm in charge of the school liturgy at large. I'm also in charge of the club societies, among others. And now maybe to start with the first, which is the quality standards assurance. Generally, one of my key roles is to work on the school timetable every term and ensure that the smooth running of the learning programs in the school. This I do alongside others, such as Madam Olga, under the patronage of the deputy principal of the school. I'm also in charge of the school programs, where at the beginning of every term of the year, I work on the programs of the school so that the school has a roadmap of activities that is going to undertake the whole term. So that is done at the beginning of the term. These two, I work with the other members of staff and especially the heads of various departments so that to come up with a harmonious program that can run the school smoothly. The third is that I'm equally in charge of the school liturgy, where matters to do with the spiritual life of the students are under my docket. This is something I've done over the years in the school. We organize for the school prayer days, and we work hand in hand with the person in charge of the various societies that we have, that is YCS and CU. And lastly, I'm in charge of clubs and societies in the school. In our school, having a large population, we generally have only two societies, that is Young Christian Students and the Christian Union, which are basically faith-based. So these ones, we organize for them. They have the meetings on Tuesdays, and they pray, they do their liturgical activities, spiritual activities. As far as clubs are concerned, we have a number of clubs. Being a big school, we have the debating club, journalism club, the Scouts movement, we have the Sigma club, we have the music and dance club, we have the environmental club, alongside others, some of which we are even still to institute. In the operations of the school, I would say that it's not really running smoothly, because where people are, naturally, there must be other issues that come up that may tamper with the program, but we try our level best to ensure that our activities are running well. One of the problems we may have as far as clubs is concerned is that most students shy away from taking up these clubs because maybe because of the upbringing, they're shy of, they don't want to take part in these activities, and we basically try to encourage them to partake them because clubs are very important in their lives. It's also part of the learning. They encourage whatever it is that we learn in class. So we always encourage them to do that. When it comes to the school liturgy and the spiritual groups, we realize that most students are not ready to really take up their roles as far as liturgy is concerned. But still, there are those who are willing and are ready to always be on the forefront when it comes to liturgical and spiritual matters. We are happy for that, and we are sure with time we will be able to get as many as possible to be part of this. Lastly, maybe when you talk about the school programs, our programs run well. A few may change from time to time because of other factors, but generally we do it well throughout the term. I'm grateful to the other members of staff, especially our principal, who keeps on supporting the programs that we have in the school and ensures that all of them are successful. And I would advise every parent, those who are really keen on the academic advancement of their students, to think of Simerro first before any other school. Here we give the students the best, and I believe that's what we will continue doing.
Okay, I'm Madam Priska Anyango, a teacher at Simerro Secondary School. I am the HOD Humanities Department. Under Humanities Department, we have 3 subjects: Geography, History, and CRE. Under that department, we have about 12 teachers handling the 3 subjects. In terms of performance, our department is doing well. It has always led, and it is our belief that even in this coming KCSE 2023 exam, we'll still take the lead. Otherwise, the main challenge we get there, we don't have enough teachers to tackle the 3 subjects under Humanities Department. It is our wish that the government remembers us and posts enough teachers in that department. Otherwise, the students are trying, the teachers are also trying their level best, and we hope for the best. Some of our strengths as a department, the school has tried and has engaged even the BOM teachers, and they're taking care of the students in terms of syllabus coverage. That is done in good time. We do revise, give cards, give exams, and they are thoroughly revised. And that ensures that we always lead the other departments in the exams. Okay, there's always a problem in selecting history and geography. Obviously, there is competition within the department. And one thing with CRE, it is stroked with physics. And there is this common belief that the brighter students take physics and the ones that are not so bright go for CRE. I want to encourage all the students that all these subjects are important, and they should give all the subjects priority. One thing about passing, this department helps students to get good grades, overall grades. CRE is a booster subject. Some people think that it is so easy. I mean, you have to go out of your way to do well in CRE. You must revise, you must consult, you must read extensively, because there are a lot of notes to be read. Yes, it is a booster subject, but then you have to do your part as a student. For those who are going to sit for their KCPE exams, welcome to Simerro. It is a school of choice. We have made a name outside there, and so many chances. We have limited chances, in fact. So do well, get to join us. If you only do well, because we are at some point in this country's map.
My name is Eric Omolo. I'm a teacher of biology agriculture. I'm also the head of Applied Sciences Department in Simerro Secondary School. I'm also the head of biology in this school. Among the challenges that we undergo in this school, as far as Applied Sciences Department is concerned, because you know Applied Science comprises subjects like agriculture, computer, and business studies. Now, in the area of computer, we don't have computers where we can teach our students. So we are lacking computers in that section. So far, we have not started teaching computers. Now, for agriculture, we have been doing well in agriculture, but we lack a school farm, a large school farm, where we can be doing our practicals. In most cases, we hire farms in the village where we carry out practicals on agriculture. Also, as far as the department is concerned, we are lacking enough learning materials like books and farm tools, things like that. We don't have enough implements for carrying out agriculture. Now, in biology, we are doing our best as a school. Last year, we posted a mean of over 5. It was around 5.5 in the KCSE. We are doing well. Now, as far as our strengths are concerned, we have very disciplined students. They listen to what teachers are telling them, and that has made us make a milestone as far as performance is concerned. Our students are also dedicated. They do what teachers tell them. They show interest in learning, and that has made our work to be very easy. We have given them also more time in terms of contact hours with the teachers. We have given them more time, and that has made them to improve. Now, the challenges that we are facing, if somebody somewhere can come and help us, is maybe to buy land where we can be doing our practical activities on agriculture. We also request that well-wishers can come and help us purchase these learning materials like equipment, study textbooks, revision materials. That one can help us improve as a school. Otherwise, I want to thank you very much for the interview. I hope you are going to help us make Simerro School better. Thank you very much.
I'm Philip Owore, a teacher of agriculture and biology in St. Albert Simerro Secondary School. Currently in this school, we are a total of 5 teachers handling the subject agriculture, and me being the head of the department and subject agriculture, I would wish to take you around and explain a few things on agriculture in this school. Where we are standing is a small farm that we use to practice our agriculture and that we use to learn. This is where we teach our students. We have several projects here we have a vegetable project in the lower section. In the middle section, we are having a push-pull project where we have vegetable, a legume, and maize, which is a cereal. And on the upper part of the plot, we are having another push-pull project where we are having grass being planted as pasture. We have desmodium for feeding livestock, and we also have kales as vegetables. I think I will explain a few things about this farm, this small farm that we have. I would wish to say that it's not that big because the area of the school is equally small. The school is about 3.2 acres. The field where we are now is a push-pull field project that was initially brought in here by Maseno University, and we are the implementers. Here we have intercropping of desmodium plant, which is here. Then we have cowpeas, the local vegetable, and the other side we also have it intercropped with kales. Around the field we have grass being planted as pasture. Each of these is doing a unique function, is playing a unique role in this field. We have the desmodium, which is livestock feed that is rich in protein. Apart from that, it is a legume, and therefore it fixes nitrogen into the soil, improving the soil fertility. We are having cowpeas here, which is human food. We use it as vegetables, rich in vitamins, and it's also a legume, so it fixes nitrogen into this soil. Then of course kales, also a legume that fixes nitrogen into this soil. Initially, this field here was prone to attack by the striga species of weeds, which attacks the cereals. That is why we decided to do some legumes. So the push-pull factor, the cereals would resist the desmodium, and cowpeas would resist growth of witchweed or the striga species of weed. And now this striga species of weed, when it is resisted from here, after some time it disappears. Then the grass on this other side, its main role is that we have aphids here. So the grass attracts aphids. After some time, it's cut off. And not only the aphids, we also have the stalk borers, which are attracted by the grass, and then it is cut off and fed to livestock. That helps to control that particular pest. I think that is what takes place in this area, and this was the first push-pull field that we implemented here. As you can see, we have the logos for various implementers of this push-pull project. We have Maseno University, we have Upscale, we have Simerro Secondary. Now this is where we are, and ISIPE. It's a project that is being managed by different organizations. So from here, I will take you to where we have our livestock that also benefit from one of the products of push-pull, that is the grass. Where we are is a field where our cattle usually graze. We have a total of 3 cattle, this being one of them. These cattle were brought here by parents as a form of fee payment in kind, and they've helped us in training our students to be agricultural-oriented students, and in trying to explain for them topics that involve livestock production.
Jina langu ni mwalimu Eric Ogera. Mimi ni mwalimu wa Kiswahili na somo la dini ama ukipenda CRE. Mimi ni mkuu wa idara ya lugha, na katika idara yetu tuna walimu wengi ambao wametosha kufunza lugha mbili, Kiingereza na Kiswahili. Kiswahili ni somo ambalo tumejaribu kufanya vizuri sawa na Kiingereza. Watoto wanajikakamua vizuri, walimu nao ni wakakamavu kabisa. wana umilisi wa lugha ya kutosha. Kwa hivyo katika idara tuko sawa katika kufunza, na tumeweza kupata matokeo mazuri katika mtihani wa kitaifa, alama ambazo zimetuwezesha kung'aa katika masomo. Hasa ukiangalia vizuri ama ukichunguza kwa makini, utapata kuwa ikiwa shule itafanya vyema, ni kwa sababu wamefanya vizuri katika lugha. Kwa hivyo utapata ile alama ya shule inalingana ni jinsi walivyofanya katika lugha zote mbili. Kwa hivyo kimsingi tunafanya vizuri. Changamoto ziko katika kufunza lugha kwa sababu hizi ni shule za kutwa. Wanafunzi wamezoea kutumia lugha za kwanza wakienda nyumbani, kwa hivyo wakirudi shuleni wanaweza sahau zile ambazo walifunzwa jana. Kwa hivyo changamoto ni kule katika sera ya lugha, kutekeleza sera za lugha shuleni. Hizo ndio baadhi ya changamoto ambazo tunaweza tukasema tunapitia kama idara. Kando na changamoto ya sera ya lugha ni kuwa vitabu vya kutosha, kwa sababu ile capitation huenda ikawa kidogo sana. Kwa hivyo vitabu vya kutosha vya wanafunzi ni changamoto ambayo tunaweza kumbana nazo katika ufunzaji au katika kufunza Kiingereza na Kiswahili, kwa sababu ili uweze kumiliki lugha lazima uwe unasoma vitabu vya kutosha ili uweze kupata umilisi huo. Kwa hivyo ndio baadhi ya changamoto ambazo tunakumbana nazo kama idara.
Today I'm here as a HOD Guidance and Counseling Department. This is a department, I'm the head, yes. We have some other members of this department, including all the class teachers. We do our work well. We advise these students accordingly on several issues, like career guidance. We have sessions with girls only. At times we meet boys only. At times we meet boys and girls together, advising them on several issues that pertains life. So we have challenges, yes. The students are going through a lot that obviously I may not share with you. And where necessary, we give help. At times we even refer them to the administration if they can get help from there. Yeah. Mostly the girls are affected by issues to do with relationships. The boys mainly the main issue they have is drug and substance abuse. How I wish we can join hands together, the community, school community, and even Simerro as a whole, including the local administration, to address these issues that is ailing our boys and girls. Otherwise, discipline-wise, they're doing well. You have extreme cases to do with drug abuse. At times, at some point, it forced us to liaise with the local administration and even the police. And so, in a way, the matter was settled. Yeah.
I'm Peter Ogada, teacher at Simerro Mixed Secondary School. I'm a teacher in charge of careers. Basically, in our department, we offer career guidance to students, and it all starts in Form 2 when they have to select their subjects that they want to major on in Form 3 and Form 4. So after choosing these careers, the subjects, now these subjects will lead them into the careers they want to venture on in future. Now, as a department,
We also do guidance and counseling on students, particularly when there are issues touching on their performance with regards to their future endeavors, so that they don't lose track of whatever intentions or careers they wanted to pursue. We have also organized talks with institutions that offer different opportunities to learners as they prepare themselves for different jobs. And so these institutions around have been of help, because some have gone ahead and donated materials that could be referred to by the department and also by the students as they make these career choices. In the past, we have been blessed to have a functional department, because our subject selections in the school are properly guided, and several departments are brought together to help students when they make subject selections. I think that has been our strength as a school, because it doesn't have to lie only on the Office of the Careers. We have the Department of the Director of Studies. We also have the Exam Master incorporated, so that we help our students get to select subjects that they think they are comfortable with, and those that will help them lead them into what they want to be in future. That does not go without saying that we have had challenges, because as a school we are not yet where we want to be. Our performance has been on the rise, and so we hope that as the future comes, we will better our performance, and particularly get to have students pursue careers that are better perceived by the society as good ones. We have had quite low performance in sciences. It has been a challenge, maybe nationwide, not only in our school and mathematics, and that hinders lots of students securing career, going to university or colleges that will help them do those courses that they did wish. Otherwise, it is a pleasure to invite all parents once again to trust us with their children, so that even as we help them secure good grades, they will never regret having brought them around.
My name is Belinda Nabuire. I am the storekeeper at Simerro Secondary School. My office ensures that all school properties are received, issued, and all the records are well kept. One of the main challenges here, is the space. The room is too small, and I will suggest that the school makes some shelves so that the items are well arranged.
My name is Ida Biambo Onyango. I'm the HOD, I'm the head of Science Department in Simerro Secondary School. Currently, we are 13 teachers in the department, 13 science teachers. Including our beloved principal. And in our science department, we have some few challenges. One, we are lacking textbooks. We are lacking revision exercise books, although the principal has organized for some, but you realize that these revision books, you cannot bring all that will ascertain all the students. So you realize that when they are through with their education, that is Form 4, they come and clear. They come and clear, but you find that they'll have lost the books. So tracing and even holding the students' living certificate and the certificate itself, that is the KCSE certificate, becomes a problem because the student wants to proceed with the education. So that is the big problem. There can be textbooks for chemistry. I want to sincerely say that these notes, when you compare them to the old KLB textbooks, there was some omission, and therefore you realize that we will tend to go for the old KLB textbook, not this one of the government, the one that the government had sponsored. So that becomes a very, very big problem in science. So as a department, we always compare the notes for the KLB in the government-sponsored books and the ones that we had initially. Yeah, our students are so good, and even as you walk around, you'll see them smart in uniforms. They are promising students. And even the teachers, the science teachers are dedicated. The reason as to why I'm saying that is that when you compare, I was employed in 2017 here, but as you compare the results as we move until now 2023, there have been an improvement in mean. Yeah, like the last results, KCSE results, we got a mean of 4.5, and currently our mean, our target for the science, that is biology, which we got 4.5, we are targeting a mean of 5.0. In chemistry, as you know, chemistry, we also improved in chemistry. We got a mean of 3.0, which we had not gotten earlier before, and that showed that these students are promising students. They improved in their mean, and this time round we are targeting a mean of 4.0, and I believe through God everything will be possible. Yeah. In our strengths, we have been co-teaching, and that is what has made our grade to rise up. We have been teaching. We have been engaging our students. That is, you make it become a student-centered, and not that it has been a student-centered, whereby you engage the students more instead of you a teacher, because when you just stand in front of them, you can create boredom to them. So by engaging a learner, you find that the information or the knowledge will stick into his or her mind. I think that is what has made us improve in the previous results. Again, we have been teaching such that a teacher teaches while others observe at the back. So as you observe at the back, you will realize that at least you will get some of the things that you have not been doing in your area, and go and adopt. So team teaching has been our core. We love one another. When one is busy, we engage so that the lessons don't go untaught. Simerro is a school of choice, and even as you can see, they are very shiny, they are very shining. Ukiangalia nywele zao, very short hair. Ukiangalia mpaka kwa mguu, viatu vina shine kabisa. Yeah, and they are very dedicated. They are very dedicated. Yeah.
Despite being located somewhere in between Kisumu and Busia along the busy Kenya-Uganda International Highway, St. Albert's Simerro Secondary School is a school of its own kind, and as they say, a school of choice. Behind me, there is an activity taking place where we are going to find or identify the academic year 2022-2023 Mr. and Miss Simerro Secondary School.
tag number 10, I just have a simple question for you. Who is the designer of the clothes you are wearing?
The designer of my clothes is my aunt.
Okay. She's the one who made the dress?
Yes.
Thank you. Pass the mic. Tag number 9. So imagine that you are the Miss Culture of Simerro. How can you use the opportunity to address schools and the principals to improve the talents of students?
Pass.
Thank you. Tag number 8. Tag number 8. We have CDC Education Summit, and at least your school is one of the schools that is having the CDC class. So as a Miss Culture, how can you tell other schools to improve the talents of students?
Thank you for the question first. Then, I will say that, first of all, what makes students to be low in improving their talents is they lack the resources. So first of all, I would say that they should have the courage to face the challenges whenever they are passing.
Thank you. Tag number 7. Who is the first Prime Minister of Kenya?
The first Prime Minister. Those who are booing here were
Tag number 6.
Yes. Not right.
We have 2 strong political parties in the country. Which ones are they?
We have ODM and the UDA.
Thank you.
Na ODM aliulizwa.
Tag number 5.
Because the others, we have Azimio la Umoja, that is now coalition.
Who was the first black American president? Barack Obama. Thank you. Tag number 4. Who is your HOD science?
Hata wewe unasoma
Tag number 3.
hata wewe sio?
If you are given the opportunity to be Miss Culture, which strategies can you give schools to ensure that students' talents are a priority?
I will give them the available, the needed resources that can help them in improving their talent. Yes, and make sure everything is there in adequate.
And annual.
Tag number 2.
Showcase the talent.
Assume that the governor of the county is around, and the students of Simerro want talent day, but the resources are not there. How can you address the governor?
Thank you for that question. First, I will tell him the importance of encouraging talent and help plead to him so that he can avail for us.
Thank you. Tag number 1. Who are the principals of One Kenya Alliance? Thank you. So I'm going to call the top 3 to line. So under the boys, we have Byron from 3 Blue. First runners up, we have Daniel 1 White. Then second runners up for the girls, we have Imelda from 2 Green. Then number 2, we have Brilliant from 3 Green. Then we have Mr. Culture Simerro 2022-2023 as Morris from 3 Green.
Where's the pin? Simba.
When you look at the clothes that I had, I didn't have the best. I was seeing that my clothes are not the best. They are not unique. But what I did, I believed in God and I took courage.
Miss Simerro, how are you going to make sure that you still score the expected marks that can take you to the university?
Thank you. What I will say is that even if I am the Miss Simerro, I'll make sure that the step that I was making, I will improve it. I will not boost myself to see as I'm the best, but I'll try so hard to reach higher. Thank you.
That's great. She will still keep the pot boiling so that she reaches the level that is expected. Thank you so much for taking time to stay with me. Shake my hands. Thank you so much. Now, ladies first, gentleman number 2. Tell us your name and what you expected of the day.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Onyango Morris, and my expectation for the day was not for me to become the best. As we are there were many, and they had, as just said, there were people who had the best dresses, best everything.
Best everything. Okay, carry on.
Than whatever we had. But we just believed in ourselves, had courage, and did whatever was expected, and did what was expected of me.
That's great. And now just the same question I posed to her. How prepared are you now to ensure you still score the expected marks that can take you to the university? Because that's where our destination lies.
For that question, as I did in the field, showing off what I'm capable of doing, I'll try my best and double it in my studies so that I can get the maximum marks required to go to the university.
And now, to my dear viewers, the pot is still there and ready to keep boiling in terms of academics. It therefore means that my students with me here are still capable of propelling themselves to greater heights so that they get the required results that can take them to the university. It was great to be with them, and it's great to take part in this. I believe a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just the first step. Thereafter, all that is expected come to pass. These are Mr. and Mrs. or Miss Simerro, academic year 2022-2023. And together we say, thank you, God. Under normal circumstances, from the communities where we live, education is considered the key to success. And in a school setup, academics is normally given more time compared to other systems. Another important bit of education is co-curriculum activities. Right behind me, and this is St. Paul's Sigomre Secondary School, other schools are performing on the sub-county ball game competitions. Simerro Secondary School is not left behind, and that is why we are getting in to see how things are rolling with them.
I'm Samuel Otieno, the Games Master, Simerro Secondary School. In Simerro Secondary School, we offer various disciplines in games. We offer athletics, we offer soccer boys, we offer soccer girls, volleyball boys, volleyball girls, and handball girls, and athletics. In this year, since the resumption of games, we have participated in Term 1 Championship Athletics, where we managed to present 3 students to county levels, and right now we are participating in ball games, that is Term 2 games, and yesterday, 29th July, we managed to present 5 teams soccer girls, soccer boys, volleyball girls, volleyball boys, and handball girls. Out of those 5 teams, 4 teams proceed to sub-county, and right now, 30th July, we are undertaking our ball games, sub-county level. So far, we look forward to proceed to county in volleyball girls and handball girls, where we have managed to beat our opponents by wide range. We have a number of challenges, that is capitation, but the government, if they supply or if they release the funds, then that will be a solution. We are also blessed with competent coaches. Most of our coaches are national referees, so they give the students their best. And that is what has managed to give us that vigor, the strength, and the ability even to move further.
My name is Ivina Ward from St. Albert Simerro Secondary School. I am a student there and I participate in handball girls. We always do practices that we have already done sub-county matches. We have already qualified to go at higher. We expect to go at higher levels. Due to the practices that we always do, we expect more things from our teams.
I am Samuel Tieno, a student from Simerro Secondary School. I am a volleyballer, and we have played today against Nyasanda Community School, but unfortunately we have lost a 3-1 set. We hope to do best in our second game, which will be coming soon.
I'm Rosemary Adhiambo from Simerro Secondary School and bowler team girl. We have played against Tulute, and as usual we normally win the game. And I believe in our next games that we will shine, and our aim these sport games is to reach national. We will remain shining and aiming higher in these sport games coming ahead of us.
Self-esteem is one of the key factors that when given concern, then it helps greatly in boosting academics excellence. And that is why today the Riley Orton Foundation, an organization based in Kisumu, has visited Simerro Secondary School to benefit a total of 250 students, that is boys and girls, by giving them full school attire.
Amor kwan kod Riley Orton Foundation Manyasaye odoji chunyu bu biro bu wacho no konye Simerro. Simerro ni Nyasaye osekonyowa matut jonyuol ma osebedo ka higni magwaro. Simerro ka Nyasaye osekonyowa akian kichwan jo Catholic okang'eyo.
And director mar organization nilongo ni Riley Orton Foundation. Wan kamoro ni Obambo, Kisumu. Waseyudo ni gik moko kaka school uniforms. Ema miyo nyithindogi samoro yudo kata ka drop out. Samoro yudo ka jonyuol bende ok nyal chulo fees nikech cost mar uniform sani ng'eny sana, kaka japuonj wacho ni 6,000. Koro watemo ni kawa makoni kamoro kata 5,000 ma japuonj wacho no, to at least inyalo yudo yot kata mondo ichul fees mondo nyathino obed e school. Skunde moko nitie ma wachiwo nyaka ndigni nikech wayudo ni nyithindo moko bende ama bor sana nyithindo manyiri. Koro yudo ka jo pikipiki samoro ting'o gi bang' ndalo matin yudo ka en gi ich. Koro watemo ni kwamiyo nyithindo gi ndigni mondo gidhi go school, to at least gik makamago ok nyal timre. Koro kata obedo ni wakonyo ga mana nyiri, kwa bire skunde kaka mati yudo ka yawuoyi ywak kabisa. To an bende wan joma chuo. Koro sani watemo konyo nyaka nyithindo ma yawuoyi gi momiyo nyiri gi be watemo miyo gi mondo nyithindo te obed e skul kendo mondo so. Shida maduong' kabisa mwapitia e tijwani
en ni jonyuol ok yie. Jonyuol nigi kani luongo nang'o gi dholuo, achiedh nadi kose kiawa. Ng'ato nyalo penjo ni ere kaka inyalo golo 1,000 to ng'ato migi siling 6,000. Ng'eny ji ok ne ka gino make sense, ok gine ka donjo negi. Koro samoro wan wabiro gi intention maber ni mondo wakony. Samoro siasa moko bilogo wuok iyudo ka imiyo japuonj tich matek mondo ber ma kamano obed e skul kata odonje skul. Koro nitie joma ng'eny ma gini osebayo. Iyudo ka japuonj mon go ka en ng'ama long'o kendo dhoge mit ahinya, ong'e wuoyo. Koro nicho convince wa wacho ni we wateme ka be nyalre. Inyalo penjo nang'o mi wachaja 1,000. Nitie diere moko man wachiwo school uniforms gi. Tiyudo ni kisemiyo nyathi school uniform manyien, to kata kamoro yiech matin, to ting'o obiro ofiswa ni mondo wan watwang'ne. Ji ongero kamano. Oneno mani gigi owuok oko, kata samoro mzungu moro nokelo, idwoke. Wuoche samoro yiech kama tin monego be kata janyuol twang'. En oting'e, okele ofis mondo wel gi manyien. Koro wadwaro ni kila parent nyaka participate e education mar nyathine. Nyaka ibendi gol gimoro kore ka bedo gi gimoro miluongo ni ownership. Manyiso ni ikaw gino kaka mari. Nikech dong imiya pesa, koro chal ka giminyiewe. Koro koyiech tipo yudo ka irite maber. Koro tinde gimoro mar chiwo gik moko nono wan mawe. Wadwa ni partner kodi to yot bede to wadhi mbele. Koro wagoero kamano maduong' kuom japuonj miwa thuolo mar kelonu gik makelonu gi. To sana wahero konyo jo form 1. Nikech wayudo ni nyithindo kowuok e klas 8 kadhi e form 1 to pek ng'eny sana. Koro japuonj mancho wuoyo kodwa maber emomiyo miye mag jo form 2, jo form 3 gi. But kaka waneno kwa dhi maber ni ko next time kata ka ji donje form 1 to wanyalo consider kendo.
My name is Sharon Achieng. I am 16 years old. I am coming from Brateng. I am a student in this school, St. Albert Simerro Secondary School. I am in Form 1 Below. Today I am happy because I have received this thing. Socks, panties, pads, shoes. My plan to take this thing is to be happy and appreciate those who bring this thing here to school to help us as our girls to use these pads, and I thank for those who bring those things.
My name is Kevin Ouma. I'm in Form 1 Green in St. Albert Simerro Mixed Secondary School, and today we have received a trouser, shirt, sweater, socks and the pants, and I'm thanking for the company that have given us those things. And what I can say is that I'm just thanking them for that who have given today.
I'm Fanuel Omondi Omuga. I'm the PTA chairman of Simerro Secondary School. Now today we are very grateful for the Rally Oga Foundation for what they've done to us. They've given our students a shirt, trousers, shoes, socks, sweater, underpants and pants costing almost 6,250. Yet the parents only contributed 1,000 shillings. Now this one has impacted very positively to the school. First to the students, giving them self-esteem because they now have good uniform, and for the parents it's a savings to them because they'll now use the money that they were supposed to use for the uniform for buying or for paying school fees. Now there are 250 students were beneficiaries, 125 boys and 125 girls from Form 1 to Form 3. Lastly, the injection or the amount that the foundation has injected in the school is around 1.3 million. As parents, we are very grateful and we don't take this for granted. We pray for the foundation to do more to other schools, and we pray for God's blessings upon their work. Thank you.
My name is Queen Taoko from St. Albert Simerro Mixed Secondary School. I want to give my vote of thanks to the Tailored for Education organization, the honor roll members, and really Orton Foundation for the great offer they've given to us. Just by paying 1,000 shillings, we were able to purchase a full school uniform, sanitary towels, 3 pants, and for the boys' underwears. We really thank you for the offer you have given to us.
There is one time, Goja, there was one time your girl attempted to start school. That's why I know. Welcome. I hope they are. You can't even know that it's a new build. Blended into the other ones, huh? Right. In terms of the building that we have just inaugurated here, I'm also very proud because Kenya has so many schools, 10,000 secondary schools, and for a school in my backyard to be number 1, I am ready and available to open the next complete building. And I hope it will not be here, because I'm addressing all Kenyans. But if it happens to be here, I will come back again. So going forward, it is extremely important. This building has been completed in 28 days, 28 days. And anybody who wants can go and have a look inside. So I am very confident as I talk for myself and for my brother Fred Okengo Matiani, who, as you know, is the Minister for Interior also, which is extremely busy. That's why most of the time you see me with the senior officers on the ground. That we intend to complete these buildings before the commencement of the national examinations. And I want to charge everybody. I've been told that as far as CI is concerned, the end of the month we'll have almost 80% of them complete. From the government perspective, we are going to ensure that those who have completed their buildings are paid on time and without dancing around. I also want to thank His Excellency the President for his wisdom in actually calculating the price of a classroom, which is 788,000 and not 1.2 million. So this one that has been done by the principal, where is the principal here? I can confirm to you that no money has entered his pocket, because we have seen where the money has gone. And that is the way to go. And let me end by saying that maybe going forward, as a government, we are going to use this model to ensure that we get value for money on behalf of our children.
I represent the BOM chair of St. Albert Simerro Mixed Secondary. The role of the BOM is to motivate the teachers, motivate the children, and look at the way we can make development in this school academically. we have several challenges because this is a new school. We started from zero, but through God's will, we are where we are now. The challenges we have, we don't have a gate, school gate. We don't have a library. Our classrooms are congested. Some students are learning in the laboratory. They occupy that laboratory as a class. We use it as a class. So those are the challenges. Right now, we have a porous fence. We should fence the school. We don't have fund. We are just appealing to the government. Those are some of the challenges which make school to be indisciplined. Because when the children, the fence is everywhere, the gate is everywhere. They go through the gate anyhow, everywhere. There's no gate, there's no fence. So our number one priority is the fence. Number two is to decongest the classrooms. And our future plan is to make this school a story building so that we go up, not going down. We should make it a story building so that it can accommodate many students as the number is running too fast. Right now we are 840 something. By next year we are going to have more than 1,000 and we have few classrooms. Otherwise, this school is the school of choice. In fact, it is the best day school in the county. And we are appealing to the parents to bring more children come next year.
Thank you very much. I'm Stephen Omondiamo. I'm the Deputy Principal, St. Albert Simerro Secondary School. I'm in charge of both academics and discipline. In Simerro Secondary School, I've been the first deputy principal, having joined the school in 2016, and we've worked very well with the principal, Mr. Paul Jera. Yeah, in this school, discipline has been very, very good. With the support of the teachers and the principal, we've managed to attain almost 95%. With a few cases of indiscipline, we have a very, very strong mechanism of managing discipline in this school. First, we have the class level where the class teachers are given power to instill discipline on different students in the classroom. We have the level of the master on duty, then you have the administration level. And in case the discipline issues go beyond what the school requires, we normally form a committee where we invite the parents of the concerned students and also guardians to come to school. We sit together and sort out issues. And that's why maybe Simerro Secondary School is among the most disciplined schools in the sub-county. On academics, we also work together with the Director of Studies Office and HODs and HOSs to ensure that syllabuses are covered in time, and we do thorough revision before main exams. And that's the reason why currently Simerro is the best day school, secondary school in Unja sub-county. Last year, KCSE, we managed to be position 4 out of 25 schools. And I attribute this one majorly to the unit that you have as a staff and the discipline that you've done as a collective, as staff that is united. I want to appreciate that the principal, Mr. Paul Jera, has united the staff and has made us to work as a unit. And that's why we are excelling in both academics and discipline, and also in sports. I want to say that our peak parent association and the board of governors have also supported us as a school because we're in close contact with the parent association members together with the class teachers, we've managed to instill discipline, and we've also managed to help the students to work as a team in terms of discipline and academics. I will say that my tenure as a deputy in this school has had challenges. One, the school being constructed along the highway, it has made us to experience a rise on cases of bang smoking among few of the students. We have other cases of maybe early child pregnancy. Although those are very, very minor cases, there are very few cases to talk about. Otherwise, majority of the students are very disciplined. And even this year, 2023, we're hoping to improve on our results that we had last year. In fact, our project is that we might take over 60 students to the university. Otherwise, those 3 marks, I would say that all in all, the school is doing well, and we hope and pray that it continues doing well in terms of discipline, in terms of academic performance, and in terms of general behavior in the community.
Yeah, my name is Paul Jera, Principal Simerro Mixed Secondary School. A school that started 10 years ago with so many successes since inception. In the year 2014, the first batch of students were admitted into the school to start a new secondary school in Ugonja sub-county, being the last born in the sub-county. We've moved with speed and reached wherever we have reached because of contributions of many stakeholders, starting with the parents, the community, the leaders, right from the local leaders to national leaders. All have contributed to the success that we've seen as at now. Part of our secrets of doing well is we blended well with the community, and they supported this school as one of their own, and all along they have given us their best students that take KCP in the local schools. We have a number of local schools that supply us with the students, right from our mother Simerro Primary to Golwe, to Sikang, Rangala Girls, Rangala Boys. All these have always given us their best in KCP performance. With these, we've managed to move. Internally, we have mechanisms that have been put in place to ensure smooth running of the school. One, we've maintained high level of discipline among the teachers, among the students, and among the workers. These have helped us to escalate the level of discipline in the school to another level. The parents have equally been helpful in terms of discipline management from home and are part and parcel of that process of discipline. The learners, when called upon to come to school, they do so and be part and parcel of the same. We maintained high level of cleanliness in the school and have ensured that all our learners are always neat. Along this, we've also managed to get donors, part of whom have contributed to the cleanliness. Currently, we have Raleigh Autumn Foundation that is sponsoring the learners in terms of uniform. They do give full uniform from shoes to socks to skirts and long trousers and shirts, and equally sweaters at only 1,000 shillings. This has helped to maintain high esteem on the part of the learners and have made the parents to save in terms of purchase for uniform. We've also succeeded in putting up infrastructure. A school that is just 10 years has good infrastructure that almost gets the level of those schools that have been there for quite some time. We have enough classrooms, enough laboratories. These have made us to equally enhance learning in the school, and learning has been a success. On the part of the learning again, we've maintained high standards in terms of KCSE performance, and every year our learners get to higher level of the higher institutions of learning, universities and colleges, and a number of them have been placed in various courses here and there. Every year we do take them a number to university, and this has been our strength since the school was started. As at now, more than 80 students have joined various public universities in the country doing various courses. Others have also equally joined mid-level colleges. They are doing the courses that can also help them in the future. With all those success, we also have challenges. Part of the challenges that we have range from learners coming from backgrounds that are very humble, where there's nobody they're depending on. We have learners who are also the main breadwinners at home. We have learners that are staying with single mothers. We have learners staying with single fathers. And above all, we have learners that are staying with the grandparents. Some of these grandparents have no income that can help to sustain these learners in school. So we have to go out of our way to keep them, because sending them out of school would also influence the community negatively. We'll have people who are not cultured, people who are not motivated to work, people who want free things. Since inception, the school has helped to reduce crime rate in the environment, because most of them didn't have anywhere to go to after standard 8. So because of that, we've brought them to school, and from school they get something to go and do for their future. We've had various stakeholders that have come in. Apart from that, that helps in sponsoring uniform. We have our local MP, Honorable Pio Andai, who has assisted in putting up part of the infrastructure. We have our laboratory, a twin laboratory, one of the best in the sub-county and the county, that is used to teach sciences. We have our classrooms, 6 of them having been contributed by the area member of parliament through the local CDF. We equally have our ward administrators who work hand in hand with the MCS. So the area MCA currently is also a stakeholder in the school, because they're the people who started this school. They have immensely contributed to the performance of the school by offering bursaries to the learners, which make them to get to school without at some point stopping. In the next 10 years, we expect to have moved. This school should be having story buildings. This school should be producing professionals. And this school should have been transformed into a boarding school, being accessible from anywhere in this country. Above all, our school is now a day school of choice, where you bring your learner, your student, your child, and you are sure that this child will get the best. We want to urge all our parents and all stakeholders, everyone who would like to mold their children into great people in future, to have St. Albert Simerro as a school of their choice.
I'm in Form 1 and I'm proud of my school.
My name is Joshua Koth. I'm in Form 2. I'm proud of my school.
And I'm Joyce, a Form 3 student, and I'm really proud of my school.
And I'm Stephen Otieno Agola. I'm in Form 4 Green and I'm proud of my school.
And together we say St. Albert Simerro is a school of choice.